tell you a story. This story is about people who love their oppressors. In a vibrant African forest where life thrived and the sun warmed the earth, lived a herd of antelopes. Amidst their carefree existence, they were frequently troubled by a vicious lion called Zorro. Though Zorro was their oppressor, the antelopes held a misguided love for him. Zorro was charming, and many antelopes believed he rested under the shade so they could approach him fearlessly.
He is only fierce because he must survive,
they would say.
We can't blame him for keeping our population in check. I go lie for you.
Every time they would present him with gifts of grass and fruits, believing that if they showed loyalty, he would protect them and spare their lives. Every time they would go hungry because they've given Zorro all their food. But Zorro's heart was indifferent. He continued to hunt, oppressing them as always, and his appetite grew daily. Then one day, tired of the oppression, one voice rose from the herd and said,
My dear friends, we have given Zorro so much, yet he has taken our kin, our food, and our livelihood. Almost shine your eyes, oh. Instead of his protection, we need our unity and strength.
The antelopes nodded knowingly, beginning to realize their folly. Gathering their courage, the antelopes confronted Zorro. Together they stood firm, realizing that their unity was far more powerful than their fear. Zorro, taken aback, realized he couldn't overpower them due to their sheer numbers, so he runs away. The end. Not really the end. The charming relationship between the people and their beloved politicians is quite a spectacle, isn't it? Picture this. In a land filled with vibrant cultures and undeniable spirit, there thrives a love story like no other, a passionate affair between the citizens and their oppressors, aka the government. Every election cycle, the people erupt with enthusiasm, showering their politicians with unbridled affection. You think they were shouting, I do, at a wedding ceremony, not choosing representatives while policies often look like they were brewed in a cauldron of chaos. Oh, look at them, promising the moon and the stars. Aren't they charming? The people will be dazzled by campaign posters as if they were gazing at pop stars. And let's not forget the sheer joy of those delightful speeches.
If I don't provide electricity and I contest again in 2027, don't vote for me.
You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.
Who needs actual benefits when you've got grandiloquent promises?
We will build roads, provide jobs, and eradicate poverty.
My people, they promise, but will never fulfill. Now, every so often, a brave soul attempts to stand up and suggest, maybe we should hold them accountable. Listen out for the collective gasp of horror from the crowd. What? Accountability? Impossible. You talk too much. Why would we rock the boat when it's so beautifully capsized? Instead, the people band together to create a brand new committee, the Committee of Holding Our Breath, and their motto, let's wait for the next election. Surely, it'll be different. The favorite pastime in this fictional paradise, complaining about the government, but waiting for the next election. I've heard people complain about the government since before I was born. There's no gathering that doesn't feature spirited debates over what the government did. Did you see what they did last week? The people lament, nodding seriously while pondering which football match to watch later that evening. Or is it Big Brother? I forget. Because, let's be real, how could anyone prioritize a revolution when there are binge-worthy series to catch up on? Even when the politicians blatantly rob the treasury, the people continue to cheer them on, convinced that real change is a few days away. It's as if there's an invincible contract that states, you can take our money, but don't take our morale. But on the rare occasion when someone dares to march against injustice, crowds gather in shock. Is he actually fighting back? How scandalous! How dare he? Suddenly, a wave of disbelief sweeps through the population. What if he wins? Who will we complain about? Our whole political theater could come crashing down. And just like that, solidarity comes to a screeching halt. So, as people carry on with their daily lives, singing praises to the very systems grinding them down, one must admit it's a beautiful, ridiculous dance. They openly adore their oppressors, armed with nothing but resilience, a dash of sarcasm, and an unwavering ability to see the glass as half full. Of what? No one really knows. And so continues this love affair as the struggle for a better tomorrow goes on hold for another day. Because who needs to stand up when you can just shake your head and laugh at the stupidity of it all? You still don't understand, Abby? No problem.